Baxter could not talk about security, but he says the museum is one of the best protected museums in all of the country, if not the world. D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes-Norton is here. I was just taken back by the size of the crowd outside there. Wasn't expecting that when we came out. Just a sea of people, a diverse group of people during their lunch break who decided to walk over, to stand outside the museum to express their support, and you heard what they had to say. Your thoughts?
Well, they were in solidarity with the employees of the museum and with African Americans all around the country. Bruce, let's face it, in recent months, sadly, since this president was elected, we have seen a spate of racist, anti-Semitic, anti-Muslim incidents that a couple of years ago seemed to have been banished. Well, we know that they are beneath the surface. And we know that there are fewer of them, I should say, because I believe that. But if you create the atmosphere that those that are left can come forward, then they will, and that is what is happening even in our region and around the country.
You know what the president's response to that is going to be. You've heard it before. Look, we had a hate situation, a race problem before I became president, before I became a candidate.
But then he would have to account for the huge number of incidents that occurred only after he was elected. And let's hear what he's going to say about that.
I'll tell you what bothers me. I think of Mother Emanuel Church, and I think of these incidents that have happened just recently. There may be some pranks involved here, but the other incidents that we've seen are not pranks. People are dying, people are being injured, people are being slandered, people are being threatened, and these are just the ones that we're able to cover, that we know about. There is something going on out there, and I sensed the fear when I was at the museum today. A group of people who feel as though we're under attack, we're being singled out. I'm standing at the corner trying to get an Uber on the way back to the station, and a young woman who worked at one of the other museums just walks up and starts talking to me about that she was called the N-word at work. And she was talking about she was out there to support, the people at the African American Museum because of what she's been through. What are you seeing and hearing? You're on Capitol Hill. What are you hearing?
Well, Mother Emanuel, I think, tells you why people are feeling tense and anxious. I mean, that was a white man who went into a prayer meeting, into an African American church, and took out everybody who was in there. So this is the worst of the incidents. Today, of course, there was nobody hurt. But after Mother Emanuel, you understand where this could lead. That's where you need leadership, Bruce. You need everybody in public office. You need your mayors and your governors. And you need your President of the United States speaking out boldly every time one of these events occurs so that we can drive them back from the top and everybody knows that they will not be tolerated.
I also like hearing these average citizens out here who are not part of the targeted group speaking out against violence against Muslims, violence against blacks. I think it's important that everybody speak out. I think it's sensible. I want to shift gears here because we don't have a lot of time. The president's decision today to opt out of the Paris Agreement.
This president is advocating his world leadership on so many issues, so that people are beginning to say that Germany is the new head of the alliance. And this one, which leaves us with two countries, Syria and Venezuela, the only ones not in the climate deal, says we give it over to China, Germany, the big leaders now, and we give over all we had to gain by being a leader, which is to say, on climate change and alternative fuels.
The president said it was costing too much, though. He was seeing too little in return down the road, and it's about spending less over there, spending that money here, cultivating jobs here, putting the miners and other unskilled, people to work.
Oh, ridiculous! It hasn't even hardly begun yet. What is this? 2 years old? You can't even get out of it right away because of what it takes to extricate yourself from it. No, climate change is not going to stop right away, and there will be sacrifices made all around the world. We're in the best position to make sacrifices, Bruce, because we can employ alternative fuels, and we will end up losing less than others. But we've thrown away that leadership today. I hope we can recoup it.
D.C. Congresswoman Eleanor Holmes-Norton, again, thanks a lot. Also,